McFly, Kelly Collis are returning to the airwaves.
I'm so excited for you. I'm looking at the app right now.
Welcome back, Tommy and Kelly!
The Tommy Show took pride in being an active member of the local community.
Thrilled for you.
And for making DC a happier place.
Congratulations, Tommy and Kelly, on the launch of your new Tommy Show 2.0.
Get on it, people. Share that out.
And folks, it's the news we've all been waiting for. The Tommy Show, it's coming back.
Live from DC, it's The Tommy Show. Broadcasting around the Beltway and beyond. Real fun DC. Starring Kelly Collis and Tommy McFly. Another hour of The Tommy Show starts now.
Well, welcome to your Wednesday, fam. It is 9/11. Of course, today and every day, we are thankful for our first responders, the men and women who are running in when everyone is running out. Hashtag never forget. Hashtag remember 9/11. Kelly Collis, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I just watched on the TV live at the Pentagon, as it's tradition every 9/11 at sunrise around 6:45 this morning. They unfurled a giant American flag over the west side of the Pentagon, which is the side that was hit.
That's incredible.
So that's a nice tradition and a nice way to remember that terrible day. And then I read a really cool story coming out of New York. The New York Post has it. The graduating class for the Fire Department of New York is very special this year because it is the largest legacy class. It includes 13 members, one of them a woman whose fathers were firefighters that passed on 9/11.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just got chills.
Yeah. Isn't that incredible that legacy kind of carries on? And I didn't realize that every year over the last couple of years there has been legacy graduates, but it's just this year is the largest.
So
the
those
largest
kids
class
were toddlers, elementary school age when their parents
Yes.
passed, and now wow, they're doing that too.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. So those are some nice stories to kind of think about today.
Maybe it's because they've been so many TV shows about like NYPD and like NYFD that we think of like the legacy families who have been firefighters for generations, you know, that kind of thing. Like it just seems like such a New York firefighter thing to do.
Yeah, it does. And maybe it's a way that they wanted to honor and remember their father. So that's really cool.
It's incredible. Anyone who is in first responding or service is just it's incredible. My dad's a cop and I grew up around cops, and just being around people who decided to dedicate their lives to helping and serving others is just it's such an incredible thing.
Yes, it is. So thinking about them today, we're going to get into some other news and some big news that we don't typically cover, the tech beat.
Yeah, hang on though. Before we get to tech beat, if you're watching our live stream this morning, you see a box of OVO's cereal. That is, I believe, is that an autograph from Alex Ovechkin?
Yes, but I did not. Someone gave it to me. It was a gift. I'm going to get into the whole story yesterday. I happened to run into Ovechkin at our Giant, the Giant that's in the neighborhood, about half a mile from our studios here.
If you are watching the live stream, you need to get onto the app or get onto Alexa or Google Home, because Kelly is going to tell that story in our next segment in about 15 minutes.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Because I'm staring at this box. I'm wondering what it tastes like, but also it was signed by Ovi, so I'm imagining we're not opening it.
We're not opening it because it's not even in stores yet.
Oh.
But I'll tell you how you can get it.
All right. Good morning, little Fox, senior intern. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We are awesome. We're glad you're here. Are you wearing is that Salisbury University?
It is, yeah.
Oh, very cool. Her alma mater.
It's Redskins color.
What's their, is that the Seagull?
Yeah.
The Salisbury Seagulls.
Yeah, because they're how far? 20 minutes from the beach?
Yes.
Oh, man, that's a great place to go to college.
Yes, it
is.
is.
A great place to go to college. I went to Luzerne County Community College. We were by a toll road. That's about it.
Didn't you have a mountain nearby?
Yeah.
Or a little hill?
Yeah. I mean, mountain, Appalachian mountaininess.
Right. Okay.
We weren't like the Mountaineers or anything. We were like the commuters. I'm not even sure what our mascot was. But the Seagulls, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, at least with my friend group, we didn't actually take advantage of being that close to the beach because we actually wanted to do our studies and be good students.
That's exactly what you should say.
But also, the first 2 years, I didn't have a car, so that made it very difficult to get down.
Well, back in my day, we used to walk to the beach both ways.
Oh, right. Barefoot.
Well, it's in theory, it's 20 minutes, and driving, it's actually 40.
Oh, well, that is a longer walk. Maybe not that far for the beach, but you could have done a slow-mo selfie the entire way to the beach had you had the newest Apple technology that was announced yesterday.
Now, we've also added slow motion video to the front camera for the first time. Now, we think this is going to be really fun. It's so fun that we created a little ad about it, and we couldn't resist showing you.
Yes, that's from yesterday when they announced all the new gadgets and all the new upgrades to the phone, to the watch, to the AirPods, to the MacBook Pro and iPad, and the list goes on and on. But so this slow-mo technology is a lot of people are talking about today. So in this commercial they made yesterday, it shows what probably is a mom, like a young mom, and her son is kneeling down with a hairdryer and giving her like Beyonce type windblown look. And she's holding the phone and taking a slow-mo selfie.
Which
So-
they're trying to make Slowfie happen. Slowfie's never going to happen.
Is that what's
They're trying to
trending?
call it a Slowfie.
That sounds like a drink.
It does a little bit, yeah. Hey, when you go out to your club, be sure you guard your Slowfies so no one puts anything in them. Yeah, I agree.
But it does sound really cool that they can pack this much technology in the tiny little phone.
It has 3 cameras on the one side of it. I don't know if you've seen this, but there's also people who have tryptophobia, which is like a fear or like excitement around multiple holes.
Now that you said that, because I have a, now I'm never going to unsee that. Because I have a little bit of it. Like it gives me, it's like, it's not anxiety. It just, it causes something, it triggers something in me.
Yeah, so it's tryptophobia, which I learned yesterday, thanks Twitter, is I don't know if you would call it a syndrome or I don't know if it's an illness.
Yeah.
Or it's a phobia that when you see multiple holes together, like in a pattern, think like lattice or like honeycomb. Yeah, it just makes you a little skittery.
Right.
And so people who have that on the internet were looking at this photo of a phone.
Oh, no.
Imagine if you haven't seen this yet, your phone that has like 1 camera or 2 cameras and now has 3, and it's freaking people out a little bit.
Now that you say that, oh, great. Okay, thanks for that, Tommy.
Cannot wait because it's got the like iPhone 11 Pro is made for like video creators and all the things. Normally, I'm a little skeptical of Apple's big announcements when they're like, "We're gonna have the iKit. It's a child. It's all yours, but we made it in a laboratory." Like all
That'd
the
be
things,
amazing.
all the things that they announce, I'm always a little bit like, "Okay, whatever." But this new camera situation, longer battery,
Well, you love a good
more
selfie.
storage. Oh, selfie game is gonna be like to the max.
And let's not forget the other thing that you love taking photos of.
My dogs.
It has a pet portrait mode in the new iPhone. I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know how it took that long for it to happen.
Well, see, here's the thing about they've had this technology. This is just a marketing gimmick.
I do feel though, no, because I've used portrait mode on a dog. It doesn't come out well all the time. I think we need
I'm
a
not
special
saying that. I'm saying
like,
that
focus on the hairs. Maybe I don't know how it does it. But
I'm saying that they've had it. They've just been withholding it from us.
totally.
But I guess a lot of this stuff, though, will be in the upgrade, in the iOS upgrade, which if you have a 6 Plus or more and you upgrade your phone, it will be able to handle some of this.
And then it's gonna make your phone explode because they're like, we need you to buy a new one.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we'll all be doing that.
I'll be buying a new one. It's funny, actually. My iPhone. I have the new iPhone, and it was I added it as like a payment plan on my Verizon bill. And I got the notification that was like, hey, you have 3 more payments, so your phone's paid off. And I was like, amazing! And that happened literally this weekend. And now Apple's like, guess what? We got a new one. Got me again.
It's so funny because we just switched over from AT&T to Verizon. Our entire family, we've got 9 people on 9 plans with my kids and my in-laws. And they were basically giving us free phones. They're like, here, take these phones. This was a couple weeks ago.
Because they knew what was a coming.
Now we know why.
And you can simply upgrade that phone if you like.
Totally.
Real talk, though, I don't know if it's the fast that I'm on or what, Kelly, but I had a weird kind of fever dream about Jeff Bezos and Amazon last night. And I think it's tied into the Apple thing. So Apple did their big announcement.
Yeah,
and Jeff Bezos is building a giant house in Georgetown. And, Amazon is everywhere and awesome.
But Amazon and Apple are different.
I know, but I don't know. I haven't had food in 2 days, Kelly. I don't know. Things get weird.
Okay.
So I dreamt that Jeff Bezos welcomed us into, like, I don't want to call it a lair, but it was definitely very Professor Xavier-y. And it was very, like, Cerebro kind of computer room.
You are definitely dreaming.
And he was, like, talking about he was having a conversation with us. We kept asking about, like, what's on the way. And we were joking about, like, oh, that's coming out in 2024, right? And he goes, yes. And he was very stoic, as though, like, he had years in the future planned.
I'm sure he does.
I know.
But he's not going to tell you.
But it was like, it was just the 3 of us in there, and there was no one. I was like, anybody else work here? And he's like, they're all doing their jobs. It was very.
in this dream, did he buy us?
No, I mean, maybe. I woke up, my
Give
alarm
us
went
stock
off.
options, that would be nice too.
My alarm went off.
Okay. Maybe a little apartment in his new home.
Or
I take that as well.
In National Landing, yes. We are available to be acquired by Amazon. I'm cool with that.
We are on Amazon Alexa, so that's one step closer.
That's true. You can say, Alexa, enable the Tommy Show, and she will.
Good stuff.
That's just what I wanted to let you know about this morning. Where I'm operating from this morning, where my head is, just so you know.
All right. Are you drinking caffeine?
I'm drinking caffeine, yes.
God.
So no food plus caffeine should go well.
It's going to be an interesting rest of the week.
Yeah, also, did you hear about the new Golden Girls memorabilia that's out?
I can't. Aren't we just done with it? I mean,
No.
the show's been over for a while.
Yeah, but Betty White's still with us, and we want to celebrate all of the things. And now you can get your very own Golden Girls. They're making a Golden Girls pet.
Very cute.
So it's all of their busts, basically.
And then you put the chia on the top.
And then you get a Golden Girls.
Have you ever grown a chia pet?
Oh, yeah, they're mold machines. They're terrible.
Yeah, they don't really work. Well, I've never had success with them.
No. And if you had told me back in the 90s when I was buying, like, puppy, that I would be someday in the future sprinkling it on my yogurt, I would have been like, what is happening? But that's the same thing. It's this seeds. Yeah.
Yes. They're healthy. I guess they have a little bit of protein in them.
A little bit of protein. Okay, I know I sound like I've got major food issues, but I know that chia seeds, if you eat them as like a filler, so it makes you feel more full than you are, and they got a little bit of nutrients and stuff in them.
Yeah, they're good in smoothies as well.
Mm-hmm.
Chia. Okay. All right. Well,
I do think we don't not need a Betty White.
You know, it's so funny. It reminds me to talk about Betty White. So when Alex Trebek came back onto Jeopardy yesterday, he was talking to the crowd before he went on camera, and he was saying in his movie, in his life film, Betty White's going to play him. That is his wish. So I do appreciate a good Betty White. I'm not sure if I want chia seeds on top of her head and it blooming in my kitchen, but that's fine.
I appreciate Alex Trebek's humor too. That's great.
He does have a little sense of humor.
Also, Friday the 13th is coming up on this Friday the 13th, just FYI. It's also a full moon, which is really wild, which doesn't often happen on Friday the 13th. And it's a harvest moon, so it's going to be an even creepier full moon on the Friday the 13th.
Yes, and I guess this happens once in every 20 years?
Ish, yeah. So we're going to see it on the East Coast about midnight on Friday night into Saturday morning.
I'm going to be in bed
You're
by
going to
then.
be up. It's fine.
No.
Yeah, you'll be like...
No, I will be well passed out by then.
Well, I will see if I had the new Slofi camera, I would have it up and I would do a time lapse of it. But the last time it happened was in 2000, and the next time it's going to happen is 2049.
Oh, that's something to look forward to.
So if you miss it this time, Kelly, you gotta wait 30 years for it to happen again.
I'm good. I'm good. I saw Haley's Comet. I'll never see the next one. It's all good.
You just resolved to the fact. You're like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I think I saw it when whatever year it was, 10 or 12. I'm like, it was good.
It was a good run.
It was a good run. It's all good.
It's the last comment I will be seeing.
Yes.
I appreciate you being a pragmatist like that. If you want to get involved and you want to chime in, give us a call. The live phones are always open for you when we're live in the morning at 202-908-1288 or the open mic button inside the Tommy Show app. Record a message, leave a message, let us know what's on your mind.
And I can't wait to tell you about Ovechkin and what he did at a giant grocery store yesterday. It's so cool. We'll do it next.
Kelly, you going to be okay? You going to make it?
Yes.
My gosh. Have a great day, everyone. Get on the app or on Alexa or on Google Home to hear all about this story and how Kelly got this from Ovi.